morning, everyone. Hello, hello, hello.
We're back.
Hi, guys. Welcome in. Happy Sunday morning.
Happy Sunday morning, everyone. Welcome. I hope everyone is happy, healthy, safe, and happy. Did I say happy twice?
Yes, it's
Happy.
okay. We want them to be very happy.
I want them to be very happy. Happy deserves to be mentioned twice.
Yes.
Healthy does too.
Yes.
Healthy does too.
Got my second video ready to be released tonight.
I think I'm going to tell them.
Okay.
I think I should.
That's up to you.
It's nothing bad, you guys. I mean, it is bad, but it's not bad. But it's okay. We're going to work on it. We're going to be okay. Let's say hello to everybody, and then we'll
Okay. All right. Good morning, Angela. Thank you for coming in. How are you today?
Hi, Angela. Good morning.
Hi, Aunt B.
Hi, Auntie V.
Nice to see you. Kelly's in the house, Gloss and Sparkle.
Kelly. Hi, beautiful.
Hello, hello. Miss Debbie Whitney.
Hi, Debbie. How are you, honey?
Hi, Deb. Hi, Denise. Oh, Denise changed her profile picture.
Denise, that's beautiful. Did you draw that?
Who drew that, Denise? Let us know. Good morning, ladies. Tomorrow night, and you two shall be together again. Woohoo!
I will, Mary.
Another beautiful day here. Another beautiful day here. Hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend. I'm going to try to get out and enjoy a little bit of sunshine today.
You should.
We'll see. Hi, Sandra Mutton Ridge. Welcome in. Happy Sunday fun day.
Hey, Mutton. Welcome in.
Hi, Mary Ness. Hope you're well.
Hey, Mary. Good to see you, honey.
Mama Beth is here. Hello,
Hi,
hello,
Mom.
hello.
How are you, sweetheart?
And Glamour Girl Gear is in the house. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Hope you are well, too. Feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing well. Andrew is here. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. How are you, darling?
Mary Online says, now you have to tell us. Hello, ladies. Hi, Nance P.
Hi, Nance P.
Good morning, good morning. Jenny is here. Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
Where have you been, Miss Jenny? I feel like you've been MIA for a few
She's
days.
been around.
Has she? Okay. Hi, Clearwater.
Hi, Clearwater.
Nancy's here.
Nancy, I need you to come over to the cottage. The dishwasher's broken. I need you to do my dishes. I'm not kidding, Nancy. Hi, Camille. Good morning. I sent you a text message this morning.
Oh, you want Camille to come too?
I want to
dry the dishes.
I know. I'm trying to it's a lot. It's a lot. Like I'm packing things for shipping and like mailers and the tape and I need the scale and the and all of that, and then I'm trying to pack to leave the clothes, and it's a lot of organizing. It's a lot of organizing.
Hi, Judy. How are you, honey? Nice to see you.
Hi, Judith. No, Gail, we're leaving. No. We're leaving at well, it's all going to depend on the girls. I mean, I want to leave I'm an early riser, so I want to leave at like 6:30 in the morning because I know we're going to have to make a couple of 2-3 stops. And if we leave at 6:30, T is 12 hours from me. So I don't want to be pulling in any later than, even if we make 1 or 2 quick stops. I mean, it's still going to take us like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I don't want to be pulling in any later than like 8:30 at night. Oh, the girls are coming over for lunch. All right, Nance. She's so cute.
What girls?
Honey. Her girlfriends.
Oh, okay. All right,
good. Girlfriends over all the time.
Mary says, oh my God, you're so spoiled.
Oh, Nancy loves me. And I love Nancy.
Who, Jenny, me? I have plenty of room. I have 3 bedrooms, honey, plus the sunroom, which I have not furnished yet. So I put the big king blow up in there. It's a nice room to sleep in if they want to make sure the shades. It was the one thing that I wanted to have done already was new shades in that room, but it's going to be so expensive and I just don't have the funds right now. So we're just going to have to wait. So we're going to deal with the ones that are there right now. it's a lot of sun in that room, but we'll put all
Who
the shades
cares?
down, and
They're
it is what it
fine. Who
is.
cares? I love sleeping in the sunlight. They can go into the bedroom and I'll sleep out on
That's
the
all.
porch.
You know, and they can each have their own bedroom, to be honest with you. I mean, the one bedroom is you know, all set up and everything, and the other one has the blow up in it, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. All
I,
three of you can have
I,
your own
I think
space.
I'm probably sleeping. I'm probably better off sleeping out on the sun porch because I get up so early in the morning. That way I can get up and have my coffee and they can just, if they need to sleep in. But I'm not going to let them sleep in because we only have one day with you.
I
So I
know.
want to take
Well,
them,
the sun porch, the sad part about it, it was the way it was designed is you got to walk through the third bedroom to get to it. So you're going to have to walk through their room anyway.
Oh, okay.
The second bedroom, not so much. The second bedroom is all on its own and, you know, whatever, but you'll see the layout. You know, that was the one thing. And, you know, I don't think I would take the expense to kind of redesign and put a whole, like, it would not be a whole redesign thing where I thought about even making it off the master instead of off the third bedroom, but it would be too much of an expense, and we're not going to spend the rest of our lives. We've decided that we are going to move to something else eventually, so I wouldn't put that kind of expense into the house. You know, been there, done that, over improved my last house. I don't want to start doing that stuff here, so all good.
Yes, Jenny, she says, I met you have room in the car. Jenny, I have a Yukon Denali XL. It's the size of a small school bus. It's huge. So
Right?
there's plenty of room.
Andrea B2 is in the house.
Hi,
Welcome in,
Andrea. Good
Andrea.
morning, honey.
Gail was upset. She thought you were going to cancel for sure.
Oh, thanks, Gil. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to it.
Hi, V Porter. Welcome in. Thank you for joining.
Hi, V. Welcome
Richard
back.
is here. Hi, Richard.
Hi, Moses.
Nancy wants to just make sure. Don't worry, she'll be there. Hi, Karen. No, I'm not moving to Texas. Thank you very much. I like my ocean. I like to be on the coast. It's all good. Not that I wouldn't love Texas, I'm sure, but
I know, Andrea. That's exactly what I said to the girls. I said, pack 3 pairs of shorts, 3 t-shirts, and then the outfit that I picked out an outfit that they have recently worn, from their wardrobe that they have recently worn to an event. And I said, I want you to wear that to my reunion to my daughter. And then my other daughter, I said, I want you to wear that to the reunion. So those
they're going with you?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding?
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And
now, when is that? That's Friday or Saturday?
Saturday night.
Okay.
Saturday night. And then I told him I would buy them t-shirts and sweatshirts and souvenirs along the way. So I told him, don't pack more than just like a small bag and, just a few toiletries. Donna, are you going to stop and see your family? Nance P., it's really amazing that that you asked me that because
she must have ESP or something going on there.
You must have ESP, Nance. So the girls have decided that they want to see. They haven't seen them in 10 years. They're two uncles, which are my 2 brothers, and my sister, who's 10 years younger than me, and my dad is still living. So I don't have a relationship with my family. I haven't since my son died. There was a lot of stress during my son's illness. My family, I've talked about this before. My family felt like I had made some bad decisions in reference to my son's health care. My dad and my brothers wanted us to sell our home here in Florida, move back to Boston, and have our son treated at Boston's Children's Hospital. My husband and I decided we weren't going to sell the house in Florida, and we took him to Memorial Sloan Kettering in New York City, which was, world-renowned hospital. And because of that decision, is I think kind of when the whole thing started. And our relationship became very strained. My family was kind of like, okay, you don't want our help or take our advice. You think you can do this, go ahead and do it. And my mom and dad, so my dad was, for being an immigrant, was very successful in the United States. And, you know, he was an optician, like you guys have heard me talk about. So, and they're, you know, as they grew older, my brother took over the family business, and my mom and dad were free to travel a lot. They always traveled a lot. Even when I was a little girl, they always traveled a lot. And so while my son was undergoing treatment, spilling my guts out this morning. As my son was undergoing treatment and we were going back and forth from New York City to Miami, my mom and dad would be off traveling and they wouldn't come to New York or come to South Florida. Once they did, the whole 27 months that he was sick, but they would go to every winter. My mom and dad would spend 2 months in Aruba and 3 months in Italy, and even during his sickness, they did that. And I felt that that was really, really wrong. And I was really, really upset about that they weren't helping me with, my children were little. My mother-in-law was a tremendous help. My in-laws were a tremendous help. My mother-in-law moved down here to help me. So that was, you know, it'll be 10 years that Denali died. So the past 10 years, our relationship has been very strained, almost non-existent, to be honest with you. I've tried reaching out to them several times, and they have.
Most recently, when your sister's husband died,
My
right?
sister's husband died suddenly, most recently, and a friend of mine who's best friends also with my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, reached out to me to tell me, and she was going to be the peacekeeper. And you know, I've tried reaching out to them lots and lots of times, and it backfired on her. And all she could say to me was, Donna, I'm so sorry. Donna, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have gotten involved. Which, you know, I love Linda. I'm going to see Linda when I'm up there. She's best friends with my sister-in-law, Wendy. Anyways, so my daughters, long story short, that's the backstory. Long story short, my daughters have told me that they want to get to know their cousins. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cousins that they don't know. And they want to meet their aunt and their uncles, and they'd like to see their grandfather. I'm not going to stop them. I have put my foot forward plenty of times, and have not been accepted into the family.
And they haven't seen your father hasn't seen his grandchildren in 10 years, right?
No. I basically have been like disowned from the family. And it's very, very sad. They don't know these children at all. During the battle with my son, we had 2 income properties. My husband and I have always had income properties our whole married life, and we had to stop paying the mortgage on one of the income properties because it was costing us a fortune to go back and forth to New York City and Miami, and we had no other choice, so we had to stop paying the mortgage, and we were using that money to eat and to live on. And I remember reaching out to my dad and asking him if he could help us get caught up with the mortgage on one of the rental properties, and he said no to me. He said because I don't think that's
you didn't make the right choice according to him.
He said that wasn't you shouldn't have bought those rental properties to start with when you moved to Florida. I didn't think that they were a wise investment, and my dad's always invested in real estate. So so then I find out, this was like during Denali's, while he was battling, right? Then I found out that my dad gave my brother $60,000. My brother bought a 62-foot Viking vessel boat, and he was replacing the engines on the boat. And he bought it at an auction, and he was replacing the engines and flipping it. And my dad gave him $60,000 to replace the engines. And I remember calling my dad and saying, I asked you for $10,000 and you gave Ricky $60,000. Ricky's my brother. And my father saying to me, um, he made um, he made a wise investment on that boat, and he's going to be paying me back the money with interest. We have that worked out between us. It's none of your business. He said, but what is your business is that I've removed you from the estate. You're no longer on the estate. He said, because you not paying the mortgage on that home is a really bad decision. And if they foreclose on you because you're not paying the mortgage, he said, I don't want them coming after the estate, which they wouldn't come after the estate.
That's so untrue anyway.
We didn't foreclose on the home. We sold it. Um, we never um, did foreclosure on it. So he removed me off the estate. So that's basically the last time. And I don't want to say it's about money. And a lot of the times, families fight because of money.
Oh yeah.
It's the root of all evils. And I don't want to say that I haven't spoken to my father in 10 years because of money, but him removing me from the estate was a huge blow for me, like a huge blow, because it's just but they my father and my sister and my brother all came for Denali's funeral. They flew down to South Florida. I actually got a phone call from my ex-boyfriend, who is still a dear friend after all these years. He called me at 11 o'clock or 11:30 the night before my son's funeral and said, hey, I was going to surprise you, but I'm at the airport and I'm flying down to Denali's funeral. And I was like, oh, Michael, I said, that's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. And he said, but I want you to know that I'm on the same flight with your father, your sister, and your brother. I had no idea they were even coming because at that point we hadn't even spoken. So they flew in whatever time they got, and they came to the funeral the next morning. And then at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, they flew out and went back to Boston. So they basically weren't even here 12 hours. It was my dad, my brother, and my younger brother, and my sister. My mom didn't come. She said she couldn't. It was too hard for her to come to the funeral. It was too traumatic for her. And my brother, my older brother, I don't know, was busy or something. He couldn't come. So, it's I have friends that I consider family. Unfortunately, my blood family. My aunt in Italy just died, and she, to her grave, I know that she could never understand why my family treated me the way they did. And I have a very dear, dear friend. Her name is Jean, which you guys will meet because she's the first person I'm going to see. She was my mother's best friend. And if anybody can tell the story, Jean can. Like, she can really tell the story. And she's going to sit my daughters down, and she's going to tell the story in her words, So it's not coming from me. It's coming from her mouth. And Jean, unfortunately, picked sides. And I told her not to, but she did. When my mother died, she didn't go to her funeral because she didn't she was so upset with the way my parents treated me during my son's illness. So yeah, I haven't been reading the chat. I don't know if you have.
Yeah, and again, a couple of things. Let's just. Good morning, Carrie. She had to run off to church. Say a prayer for us, please. Good morning, Junebug, honey. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, Gail says, yeah, so sad, so sorry. And yeah, V, thank you, V. Very sorry. And Jenny, yeah, well, you know my situation. Nobody should take anyone for granted or ignore, of course. And they take it out on the wrong things sometimes. None of this surprises me. My husband's mother and my brother don't even know we moved to Texas. Hi, save here first. How are you, Ella? Thanks
Hi,
for
Ella.
except we're persona non grata because of yeah, that gets in the way too, trust me. Families can be difficult. My brother doesn't even know where I am. Yeah, parents, they are tripping. Yeah. Oh my god, so sorry, Donna. I'm not liking your father at all to do that, especially when Denali was sick. Awful drama. Whenever is a boat a good investment over real estate? Oh my god, thinking that is up too.
It
So
was,
I agree, Pam, 100%.
no, Pam, it was a good investment. My brother flipped that boat and he made over $100,000 flipping that boat. He bought it right. He fixed it. He replaced the engines, and my brother is like my dad. He's always made really good investments. Always, his whole life, he's made really good investments.
So Clearwater is asking, weren't your brother Ricky and Ricky
Yes,
friends? Yes, they were best
best
friends growing up.
best friends. I talk about that all the time. I grew up with my husband at my house. They were
That's how
best
you know your husband, basically.
since he was 11 years old. I've known my husband my whole life. Like, yes, my brother, and they don't speak.
Diane F., how are you? Nice to see you, Diane. I just popped in and hear you talking about your dad. I'm so outraged for you. What kind of father? And to add insult, your son was dying. I'm appalled. I don't get it for you. How often? Yeah, well, this is family sometimes, guys.
You
Yeah.
know,
Richard says he hasn't spoken to his father in 30 years, not out of anger, just to a. Yeah.
yeah. So I told the girls, I said, I know,
Yeah.
right? I told the girls, I said, listen, you need to make, you decide for yourself. If you, I get it. You want to meet your cousins, and they're friends with some of their cousins on Instagram, so their cousins know that they're coming. They talk with their
Right.
cousins.
And you know what, to be honest with you, it's not their battle. So for them
No,
to speak or them to talk, it's
no,
not their battle to even get involved with.
I'm not going to keep them from going.
No.
And my biggest concern is that um, they're received and
Right.
not shunned like I was shunned. Like I can take the pain, in my heart, and I don't want to sound like Amber Heard, like I'm the victim.
Right.
But yeah, like nobody understands. Like, I think sometimes so much time goes by that it's like too painful to reach out. But I reached out. My sister's husband recently died, and I tried to reach out. I reached out to her. I reached out to her stepson, and I reached out to her son, and with no avail. And then Linda, who's my mutual friend, reached out to my sister-in-law to tell her that they were all in Aruba. Um, they were my sister and her husband were in Boston, but my dad and his girlfriend, and my brother and his wife, and my other brother and his wife all went to Aruba because my dad just bought a house in Aruba. So probably for the kids because that's his favorite place to go. So he probably needed to make an investment and decided to buy a house in Aruba. So they were all in Aruba at the new house, and yeah.
Yeah.
So
Richard says, but your true father God has never left you and blesses you constantly. True that, Richard. Yep.
yeah, CCIM. We're talking about family dysfunction, and you know what the amazing thing is that when I was growing up in a really tight knit Italian family, we were like the only family that had no dysfunction. Like I had an incredible upbringing. I have said that over and over again. We I wanted for nothing. Vacations, two loving parents, um, big beautiful home, love abound, and everybody else had dysfunction in their house. And as an adult, I have dysfunction, and all the people that I knew that had dysfunction are like close friends.
Right. Yeah. It's true. I mean, um, yeah. Gloria said, I just came in. Love you, Donna. I knew something had happened with your family, but would never ask you. Hi, T and others in the great chat. And
Yeah.
Jenny, even though my son and I haven't seen each other much, and my daughter-in-law is horrible. I would still help them if asked. They are my family.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, you know what? I've talked about it, Gloria. I this is not the first time I've talked about my family dysfunction. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't bring it up on just like on the rate, but I don't hide it. You know, it's not something that I'm ashamed of. There's a lot of people that have dysfunction, and to be honest with you, it's very, very strange. But I belong to these grieving parent support groups. Most of the parents that are in the group have lost their children to cancer. It's not specifically to cancer, but a lot of them are. Um, and you know, the divorce rate for parents that have a child that undergo cancer or some sort of traumatic experience or death or whatever, the divorce rate is 97%, which is really, really high. And the relationship with extended family members after the child has died, it happens a lot. It's not uncommon. It's very, very common. People have a really, really hard time with dealing with situations like that.
Right. Yeah, it's true. True, true, true. Nancy says that's why I worry about Donna being rejected by him. I was rejected by my grandfather when I was 6 years old, and that stayed with me a long time. Hi, Lori Logan. She
Hi,
says my heart
Lori.
hurts for you.
We're good. I'm good, honey. I'm good. Oh, Kelly,
Cheers.
thank you, sweetheart. Mwah, thank you. I love you guys. I share
Hi,
everything
Heather.
with
I
you
mean,
guys.
that's again why this is a great outlet for all of us, and um, I consider Donna really is Donna's like my sister. I mean, it's even though we have such uh, a far away relationship, I mean, we still share a lot, with one another more than I would share with even sometimes my own husband. He gets mad sometimes. Who did you tell? Did you tell Donna? Yeah, maybe I did. How come I'm not finding out about it? But some things are girl talk too.
Yeah.
You know, but
We
what
were just,
husbands?
go
He's
ahead,
he's making a comment.
Heather.
Disowned by my mother's parents.
That happens a lot, Heather, too.
Yeah.
Oh, Heather, nothing. I was just talking about my relationship with my family. My children want to meet up with their cousins and they want to re-meet because I haven't seen them in 10 years. Their uncles and their aunt and my father, and I don't have a relationship with them. So I just hope that their feelings are not hurt. Hi, Jackie. Good
Hey,
morning.
Jackie, honey. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
And the other kind of like serious kind of bad news that I have, but it's okay. I'm going to turn it around, you guys. Is I recently went for my blood test that I go annually for my blood test, and I have been warned and warned for the past like 2 years that I was pre-diabetic. Well, I'm diabetic, but I'm okay. I'm okay, and I'm going to turn it around. The doctor, I don't know what the numbers are. He asked me, and I meant to pick up the Lori. Thank you so much.
Lori, thank you. Thank
That
you,
was so sweet
Lori.
of you. I went to pick up the numbers, and I didn't. I should know what the numbers are, right?
Yeah. You were
Uh,
supposed to call the office
I
back
did.
all right.
They wouldn't email it to me, but they told me I could come by and pick it up, and I didn't have time to go by and pick it up. So,
Are we staying with T for a bit?
right?
Are we staying with T for this one day?
We're only staying with you for one day.
I want to go crystal hunting
Where?
in the Carolinas.
You got crystals in the Carolinas?
We'll have to do some research.
Go do some research.
Where is it, north or south?
I know we have shark teeth.
Myrtle Beach. We're going to Myrtle Beach. That's where she lives. So Junebug says, I'm a diabetic. Yes. So the doctor told me that. So I am grossly overweight right now. I am bigger than I've ever been. So I am going to, first thing I'm doing is,
Yes, Ozma, we're going to have to get her.
yeah, I've already
She's
started.
going to get a lot of education from me, and I don't have my braces.
I hear my phone ringing. I know what needs to be done. I know what needs to be done. Number one, I got to lay off the grapes, you guys. We joke about it, but I literally eat a pound of grapes a night, like before I go to bed. So I got to stop with the grapes. I've got to. I am so addicted to grapes. Hey, Adrian, how are you,
Hi,
darling? Good
Adrian,
to
honey.
see you.
Welcome in. Thank you for
I'm
coming.
so addicted to grapes. I can't even control myself. I'll eat the whole bag. Like it's crazy. Or cherries? Are you kidding? Like cherries and grapes. Like you'd think I was like someone on crack when I'm around them. I can't even control myself. And just drink wine. No, I hate wine.
No, you first of all, that's the worst alcohol on any kind of low carb diet you could do is wine
Yeah,
or beer. I
yeah.
mean, I like my cocktail, and I have had a little here and there of a vodka, but not my apple martini that was full of sugar, and that was probably killing me too, right? So, if I really want a cocktail, if we go out to dinner or something, I just have a straight up martini, just, that. But again, that's, but you got to stay away from some of these fruits. They actually are worse sometimes because it's the fructose. And we'll talk more about that. I have my second video coming out today. And
You,
I've,
Teresa.
I've
And
got
Michelle.
about 9 more videos before I really want to get into the discussion.
And Jackie.
But it's just it's really important that everybody gets an education, and I don't want to be that person to educate because I don't want to feel like I'm completely influencing somebody to do something that they don't want to do, right? I want everybody to do what they feel is best for themselves, but if you choose the path that I'm on, I will certainly stand by you, help you, educate you, or whatever. um, there are just so much things to consider about, there's a lot of myths out there, and I just want to debunk some of the myths and just point everybody into the right direction. That's all.
Yeah, so he gave me medicine, Moses, and he said come back in 3 months. But I don't know. I'm just going to, and it's so funny because I don't know if you guys, the other night we were live, and I said to T, I said, I even said it live. My mother was a diabetic and died of diabetes. Both my uncles, my mother's brothers, died of diabetes, and my grandfather died of diabetes. So it's like I have all that stacked up against me. But the other night while we were live, I was drinking and drinking and drinking. And I even said, my God, I'm so dehydrated from working so hard today. Like, I'm drinking all this water and I can't get hydrated. Like, I felt like I was so, and that's one of the telltale signs of diabetes is always being thirsty. So, yeah. So I've already started. The only white that I'm having right now is my coffee cream. I'm not eating any other white, but I do have to maybe have just a little bit of carbohydrate just to balance it a little bit until I can like really wean. Because I like for my daughter's graduation, we went to an Italian restaurant. I had a huge plate of pasta alla vodka with shrimp and broccoli, and oh my God, it's like heaven. Like pasta to me, and I don't even eat sweets, you guys. I could care less about cake or cookies or ice cream. I don't touch that crap. To me, that's like junk food, real junk food. With me, it's pasta, cheese, olives, bread. Oh my gosh, I can't get enough of that stuff.
Yeah, she doesn't like the heavy cream, Ozma. She says it leaves her coffee oily, but maybe she's got to try some ghee or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, so I don't even know. So if my blood sugar's high, does that make me a type 2 diabetic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Type 1 is somebody who's born insulin, with
Oh, okay.
with not producing insulin. Yeah, you need the oil. That's true, Ozma. And it's so hard to change everybody because we've been so ingrained with what everybody calls now the sad diet. It's a sad diet, the standard American diet, where they used to say like you needed 5 to 6 servings of grains. And a lot of the oils today are bad too because they're seed oils that are basically chemicals. We're eating plastics. That's what's in, canola oil and all of this because of the way that they refine that stuff.
What's Lucinda talking about?
I've seen that, girls. I'm glad that guy fell. Oh, on The Treasure Hustlers released a video last night. That's what she's talking about.
I know, right, Gloria? Me too. Every day, like my go-to. Like if I don't feel like cooking and I'm hungry, my go-to is sometimes I'll buy the mixed frozen vegetables, in the freezer, and I'll get some chicken broth or beef broth, like the box, the beef broth, put that in a pan, and I'll cook some pastina with some orzo or pastina, and it cooks up like in 3 minutes, like so fast. And then I'll throw like the bag of frozen vegetables in there and stir that all up, and then smother it with fresh Parmesan cheese. Oh, it's like, to me, it takes like 5 minutes to make it, and that's like my.
Well,
I could still have it if I find a wheat pasta to put in it instead of a.
No, wheat is actually worse. I have news for you because it's more chemicalized. So again, the problem is and you just said it, a lot of Americans, right? This is the way we've become, is that everything is fast. We want fast, fast, fast. It's easy to drive through the fast food aisle at McDonald's and grab the 1,000-calorie, preservative added, chemical treated food than to go home with some fresh organic ground beef, make a burger, put it on the grill, right? It's so much easier to do that, and that's the problem.
Thank you, Treasure Hustlers, for the $2 super chat.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, ladies.
Gluten-free pasta, Adrienne is saying. No.
Guys, you listen, I'm not going to preach to anybody. You guys can watch my series, but there's a lot of medical backing to it. I'm not a physician, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I understand it, and it makes a lot of sense. It just makes a lot of sense. But we'll see what happens over the next couple of months. I mean, listen, it's taken me almost a month to drop. You guys are going to hear this before the video releases. So what am I down to now? 212. So 14 and a half pounds, whatever it's been in 3.5 weeks. I don't even know.
Awesome.
3 coming up or week 4. But I'm never going to put it back on again if I stay this lifestyle. And the whole point of me doing this was, number 1, was to not put the weight back on. And number 2 was not to be having... Listen, I talk about it all the time. I lost 76 pounds on this Take Shape for Life, this Optaviva that everybody's doing out there now, right? But it doesn't sustain you. You got to live on the food, or you got to transition. And when you transition, you start with your unhealthy eating habits again. I want to start off with the healthy eating habits from the get-go, real food, like what I want to call real food. But nobody should be eating anything that has a barcode. Honestly, I'm not there yet. And I don't pretend to be there yet. And you do have to read every single label. Absolutely.
Ooh, I think I would like that, Adrienne. Chickpea pasta. That sounds good. Never heard of it. I'll have to look it up.
Oh, we'll have to see about that, Andrea. Because chickpeas are like beans, right? They're kind of a little more of a protein than a
yeah,
pasta.
And I love spaghetti squash.
Spaghetti squash is good too. Yeah,
I love spaghetti squash. I think it's delicious. So I've got that. I've got that I'm worried about, but I'm gonna turn it around, and I have I see myself in videos that I make, and I'm like, who is that woman? Like, I was skinny my whole life, and I've just it's mostly in my gut that I've
Well, that's it. That's what it is. That's where we put it. It's everybody puts that that tummy.
Like from here up, I don't, and my legs are not that bad. It's mostly my tummy and my
They call
butt.
it visceral fat. It's called visceral fat.
And my butt has some weight on it too. And I never really
Asthma.
I never really I know I should do it for myself, but my husband loves me the way I am. He's calls me voluptuous. So it's like
Yeah, and it's not all about right. This is the one time I'm
I
going to
know I
say
should be
it's
doing it for
all
myself.
about Donna. It's all about Donna. This
I
is
know. I
this
know I
is
should be doing it, about my. I know I should be doing it for myself, but whatever, So yeah. So I'm going to work on that, and I'm lucky that I have the girls with me, like practically, 24/7. They're here all the time, and now we're going to be on the road all the time. It's like Chezzy walked in last night, and she was like, "What did you eat today?" She's so
Oh,
cute.
don't worry. The girls and I are going to have a nice chat when they come.
Hi, Christopher.
Hi, Christopher. And at the end of the day, yes, Jenny, I think if you eat some of the bad things, it's okay, but moderation. But again, let's get the healthy part of everybody there first. And then, yeah, if you have to go to a wedding or you want to have a glass of wine out to dinner one night, or you want to have that little chocolate chip cookie or that piece of cake or whatever, you just can't live on that stuff. So, and you're going to find out you don't even want that stuff. Like, you, you will put your body in a situation where it's like, I mean, I've been pushing myself every day too. As far as like, I went 25 hours yesterday without having my first meal, and I wasn't even hungry until the last hour.
Wow, that's amazing.
But that's not for everybody. And the intermittent fasting doesn't even have to be for everybody. You can still eat within a 12-hour window. I wouldn't push it more than that, because that's the other key. You've got to give your body and your stomach and everything, because a lot of people have all this built up visceral fat, and you got to give your body time to kind of get involved and get rid of that too. So
Jackie says fasting is the best thing in the world. Maybe because they've diagnosed me with diabetes, I can't go for very, very long length of time without eating, because I feel like my blood sugar, like I feel like I get
it's
like
such a myth. It's such a myth. But
raised.
again, I didn't want to turn this into a whole talk about health either. But there's a lot to be said about, are you really hungry? Because if you think you're hungry, that's why I say you got to carry this around with you. And every time you think you're hungry, have a half of this like in one chug, and it goes away real quick. And then you don't even think about food for another 5 or 6 hours. Believe me, it's working for me. And
Yeah.
I was the first one to be on that Optiva and eat within an hour of waking and eat every 2 to 3 hours and all of that. And yes, I lost weight, but it didn't make me healthy. I'll tell you what, I even got, and I swear it was the cause of it. I even got some, what is that called? I know I got it also when I did Metafast years ago, because that stuff destroyed my stomach. And um, what's the word? I'm not gangrene, not pancreas, not gallbladder. I don't know. Whatever it was, I swear that was also something.
Jackie says I try to chew gum to trick my brain. That works until I pass the drive-through.
Yeah, gum actually stimulates your thing.
I haven't chewed gum in a really long time because, that's another issue. Years ago I had my black fillings replaced to white fillings, because you guys probably know the black fillings that they used years ago in our mouth expand over time and they crack your teeth. So they replaced all of the ones that they could with white fillings, and the ones that they can't replace, the the teeth are fractured, so they're going to have to, like, if they want to take it out, they're going to have to cap the teeth. So they're looking at I'm looking at thousands and thousands of dollars in dental work at this point in my mouth. So I'm so afraid to chew gum because of my dental work. Like, I never ever chew gum.
Me neither.
Ever.
Thank you, Ella. Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank
you. Appreciate it. Have a great day, sweetheart. Good morning, Heidi. How are you, honey?
So let's turn this around really quick, T, because T and I, before we went live, we were talking about, where's my phone? So a very, very good friend of mine, his name is Kendall. The backstory with my friendship with Kendall is really, really amazing. And he left the Palm Beaches and he moved back to what he refers to as God's country. And he's opened his own business. He was kind of a bigwig in this area when I met Kendall, and he's opened his own business. T, pull it up for me. It's called Of These Mountains is the name of his website. Of These Mountains. So on the way up to the Northeast, we're stopping at Tees, and then on the way back, we were going to stop at Tees as well, and go down to Charleston, South Carolina. But I reached.
What do you want me to do? You want me to click into his website, or
Yeah, I want to show them. I want to show him. I want to show them his website. So he actually has an actual. He has two. He has two stores, and I was talking with him this morning, and because the girls were like, we can't wait to see mountains, because they haven't seen mountains in 10 years. You know, they were little last time we were there. They don't remember mountains. So I reached out to Kendall and I said, my girls want to come see the mountains. And I said, I'm going to come by way of you. I think I want to go click on that t-shirt, that first one. I want to show you. So like he has a store and he designs, and he has his own clothing line. Look at, does that not scream Angelina and Cesarina like all over it? And so I told him that I was going to stop by. We're gonna. What do you remember where I said it was in Georgia? So this
Clarksville. So I did. Is the map here? Is the map showing?
No.
All right. So let me switch and put the map on.
So he has a store in Clarksville, Georgia, and I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna do for him like I did for Jesse at and he has everything from stickers to mugs to t-shirts. So we're going to stop in Clarksville, and so we were looking. I was thinking I would take the kids on the way back down, which my husband and I used to all the time, through the Blue Ridge Parkway, and we were trying to figure out where the Blue Ridge Parkway started.
So this is like here along the North and South Carolina, coming into Georgia here. Now the mountains, to me, would be the end of it here. See where this New Switzerland is?
Yeah.
That to me would be the end of it. To me, all this dark green section would be part of the mountains.
Is that mountains?
He looks like he's on the other side. Like, I don't know though.
Pull up Blue Ridge Parkway.
Okay.
I wish I had one of those. I wish I had one of those like old-fashioned, maps where can I go buy one of those? Do you think they sell those at the gas station?
Probably.
A map of the United States so that we can like draw on it.
Is that pulling it up?
No, it's not screen sharing.
I gotta stop sharing, and then I gotta share again.
Right? My husband and I have taken the kids down the Blue Ridge Parkway, and I love the Blue Ridge Parkway. So my brother lives in Murphy, North Carolina, in the mountains along the Blue Ridge Parkway. Okay, so where does the Blue Ridge Parkway, because I can't remember where it actually starts. Like I was always the AAA.
It starts in Pennsylvania. We talked about that.
It starts in Pennsylvania.
So like, let me make the map really small. Can you see the map changing?
Hi, Tony. Good morning.
Good morning, Tony. Can you see the map really small here?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me go back now. I lost the actual.
Right
here. Blue Ridge Parkway. See where it says the Blue Ridge Music Center?
Yes.
And then see the parkway here, Blue Ridge Chapel Baptist Church. So it seems to be going up that way. I'm going to have to move the map.
So it starts in Pennsylvania? Because I know it takes like 2.5, 3 days to do the whole entire parkway. You're going up and down mountains, and there's a big railroad place up there that we went to visit, and
I kind of lost it. Blue Ridge Manor Bed and Breakfast is here. Now, where are they considering that?
What state are you in?
That's what I'm trying to find out. So they're considering this.
I don't even know I don't even know if there's a AAA office anywhere around here, and it's too late.
That's Virginia. So that's in Virginia. So we still have to go further this way, I guess. So here's the Blue Ridge Parkway, 614 over here, Blue Ridge Motel.
Clarksville is 80 miles from me. Oh, close. Do you hear it? I know, Tony, right? It was the way to go to get the
Rock Castle on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Where is that? That's still in Virginia. So this is still Virginia. Blue Ridge Quilting.
Tony, that's how we would travel back and forth from the Northeast to Florida with one of the triptychs, remember? I just need to get a map. I'm just wondering where I pick it up.
Right.
Right, Tony? It was so easy. You just flipped the map, right? And they would use a marker and they would just outline it for you. Okay, Andrew says Waynesboro, Virginia, milepost 0 with Great Smoky Mountains National Park near Cherokee, North Carolina. The parkway runs from the southwest terminus of the Shenandoah National Park skyline in Virginia to US 441. So it looks
I thought it started actually in PA. Thought that's what we read.
They're saying it starts in Virginia.
Okay.
Waynesboro, Virginia. That's where we're going to pick it up. That's where we're going to pick it up, Waynesboro, Virginia, and then take it all the way down. And then Kendall's store should be right at the very end of it, right?
I guess.
Is that what you said?
I'm going to just share this now. Share screen.
Oh, BlueRidgeParkway.org. Okay, that's good to know. That is very good to know.
So this is Waynesboro, Virginia. Now, do you see anything here that says Blue Ridge?
I don't see anything.
Oh, I see Blue Mountain Brewery down here. Oh, Blue Ridge Tunnel Trail here.
Yeah, that's what the girls want to do. They want to do some like nature
hiking. Yeah, the hiking thing.
Oh, we're not bringing bikes, but yeah, Skyline Drive, Nola, is where I want to do. Yes, it starts in PA, Gloria says.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't know, but we're definitely taking it on the way down. That's the route that we're going to go. We're going to go that way on the way down.
Right. The website has everything you need, she said. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I thought for sure I wanted to go down the East Coast, like I said, through OBX, but I think going through the mountains will be much more fun for the girls, and because they want to stop in some nature trails, and I remember there was an amazing waterfall that we took the kids. I have pictures of it. I don't remember the name of it, but it was in the Blue Ridge Parkway, and you had to like walk out into this like grotto, and there was an amazing waterfall. So I think the girls will really enjoy that, because as nice as OBX is, it's really just the ocean, where the parkway will have more places. It's beautiful country. Yeah, I think so. I think it will be more fun. So we'll do that on the way back down. And then the other place too that I'm going to take the girls, and I called this morning on a bed and breakfast to see if they have availability for 1 or 2 days, is I'm going to take them to Newport, Rhode Island. I want to take them to see the mansions in Newport, Rhode Island, which I did that as a young girl too, and I loved seeing the mansions in Newport, Rhode Island. So I actually know the mayor of Newport, Rhode Island, and his wife. So I reached out to them, and they gave me a number of who they sent people to when they have friends come in from out of town. So I'm waiting to hear back from her on, but it's a bed and breakfast, which I think that would be so awesome for the girls to experience a bed and breakfast. And I guess the woman, oh, she has a really big old house, and the woman's like 80 years old or something, and she's still running a bed and breakfast. So that will be really fun for the girls to do that. Keep some in the car too, maybe a bat on the floor. What's Clearwater talking about? You're muted. You're
Oh, I'm
muted.
busy talking away. Sorry. Hi, Nola. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Carry mace or bear spray.
Oh yeah. We'll be fine. I'm not going to be stopping in any shady areas, you guys. I'm
Well,
going to
she was talking about bears.
Oh, for bears. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Um yeah, someone said that wasp spray is like the best thing to carry because it shoots really far away and it is poison. So if I remember, I'll get a can of wasp spray. But yeah, like Nancy was like, I'm so worried about you girls. Make sure when you go in and out of hotels that you're aware of it. I'm like, don't worry, Nancy. I'm not going to be pulling into like any dives or anything.
Right. And
I've been,
first of
I've
all,
been
even a rest stop or a
yeah,
place to eat, you're not going to be like off the beaten path. You're going to be taking 95 all the way up there pretty much,
yeah,
right?
yeah. And
And
I'm not.
coming back, they're not going to be the only ones in the middle of the summer riding the Blue Ridge Parkway for scenery.
Yeah. And I've been saving for this trip, you guys. So I'm not, of course I'm not going to spend money like
Frivolously.
frivolously, but I'm also not going to stay in dives or dumps while we're going. Like I've saved for this. I've planned for this and I've saved for this. And this is also, it's a working vacation. And, I'm going to hopefully offer you guys some really amazing stuff that, you might want to buy from me. So you'll be helping me fund the vacation also as I make stops along the way. So I'm going to be working. And so hopefully, the money will still be coming in. Donna, you and the girls are going to have so much fun. Road trips are the best. I know, Tony. I'm so excited. Just don't spray in the wind. Okay, Tony, good advice. Good advice. I'll make sure I check the direction of the wind. There's weirdos in nice places too. I know.
True.
I know. Well, so far, like as of right now, so I'm staying with, my best friend in Boston for 4 or 5 nights. And then we're going to be staying at Uncle David's house, my husband's brother, for 2 nights. And then we go to the beach. And we'll be staying there for a week and a half. So that's like, we're staying 15, 16. How many days are we staying there for? We're staying from Wednesday to the following Saturday. And that's when my husband's supposed to fly up and Massimo. And then when we leave there, we're going to go to Newport, Rhode Island. So hopefully we'll stay in a bed and breakfast there for 1 or 2 days. And the only time that we'll have to stay in hotels is if we go down the Blue Ridge, which we are going down the Blue Ridge Parkway. We'll have to stay. So that's the only time that we'll really have to stay in a hotel, unless we take a day trip and go to like Vermont while we're in Maine. And if we go out like 3 hours, I'm not going to drive 3 hours back to the beach apartment. I'll just find a place to stay in Vermont, even though I'm paying for the beach apartment. So, oh yeah, they're going to journal. They're going to journal all the way. They're really excited about it.
Richard is asking to make sure you load Gas Buddy. Tells you where the gas is at and the potty.
Yeah. So Gas Buddy is a really good idea. And as far as potties go, I usually stop in hotels to use their bathrooms, like the Marriott or any one of the hotels. Like they don't know if you're a guest or not, and their bathrooms are always spotless. Like I don't use the gas station bathrooms. I always stop at when you get off the exit, I pull right into a hotel, Courtyard Marriott or whatever it is, and
Right.
we'll just walk in and say hi to the front desk and just walk right into the bathroom. Hi, Cat D.
Hey, Kathy. I travel a lot by myself. Never assume 100% safe. No, that's true. That's naive. Yep.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we'll be careful. We'll definitely be very careful.
And we'll be with her.
Yep, you guys will be with me, and so I've done this trip many times, but always with my husband sitting shotgun. This is the first time in my life that I've, taken on this tremendous trip with just me and the girls. But trust me, even if Ricky could take the time off and come out and be with us for 3 weeks or 4 weeks, he would totally cramp my style. Like,
Oh, he wouldn't want you to go live.
he wouldn't want me to go live, of course, and he wouldn't want to stop the way I want to stop, like along the way, and thrift along the way. And the girls are so excited to do that. So yeah, so that's
Well, the
good.
next time, all you have to do is just bring him, leave him at my house with Rob, and I'll come in the car and we'll leave the men behind.
I know, right? No kidding. No kidding. I know. I felt really bad. I was Lacey yesterday. It was like, she's like, give me a hug. I don't think I'm gonna see you before you leave. She's like, I'm so jealous. She's like, I wish I could come. And I'm like, Lacey, I said, I've known Lacey since she was 6 years old. She's like a daughter to me. And I said, Lacey, I'm sorry I didn't invite you, honey. I said, I just really want it to be me and the girls. I said, I consider you like a daughter, but she goes, no, it's okay, Donna. I understand. I felt kind of bad because she is like a daughter to me, but I just wanted to be me and the girls.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, sorry, T, you're not invited.
That's all right.
Next time.
I'm okay with that. I can't take 3 weeks anyway. I'm not prepared. Next time I'll be prepared. Yes, she did get a fresh oil change. Welcome in, Eggie.
Aggie, I did. I have new tires. I have really good tires on my truck. I went with the Michelin Elites. I got those about 6-7 months ago, I think. So I have new tires.
You just got brakes.
I got brand new brakes. My rear rotors replaced, and all 4 brand new brake pads on my truck. I just bought Michelin windshield wipers because I think good windshield wipers are very important.
Did you put the Rain-X on? You said
you have a bottle of Rain-X. Okay. My husband took my truck the day before yesterday and had the whole truck detailed for me, which was awesome. It's so clean and so beautiful. First thing I want to do, it's love bug season here in Florida. So first thing I want to do when I get there Tuesday morning, I want to go bring the truck to be washed because you got to wash the love bugs off the truck. Otherwise they ruin your paint job. So I want to do that. Let's see. What else? What else did I do to the truck? The oil change, everything. I did everything to the truck. The truck is like perfect. Good to go. Took care of everything. Take a can of Fix-A-Flat. Oh, that's so funny that you say that because I wonder if they expire. Hold on, Moses. I will. I'm so glad that you said that. But I have AAA.
If you've never changed a tire, watch a YouTube video. I've changed a tire before.
Oh,
Actually,
maybe that's
things I learned working at a dealership.
What is this? Brakes loose fast. The original nut and bolt buster. Oh, I thought this was Fix-A-Flat.
No, that's in case, but you could bring that too because in case you can't get the lug nuts off, maybe you can spray a little bit on them.
Oh no, I just had the tires. I had an alignment.
Yeah, and maybe they how they do the gun. Maybe they put them on too tight. Do you have locks for your wheels? Do you have wheel locks?
I don't know, but I have AAA.
All right, but if you don't have that wheel lock, that's a problem.
I don't know.
Make sure it's in your glove box.
I'm not changing tires.
But you still need the wheel lock even if somebody else is.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure the truck is equipped with everything. I'll find out. I'll ask my husband. I don't know
Ask
if
Ricky.
he's good
Ask
on
Ricky.
those. Yeah. I
Because
think I,
nobody
I
can
think
take
I,
the wheel locks. Nobody can take the wheels off if you don't have the wheel lock.
I think I've thought of everything. Just gonna just gonna pack a few things and just gonna pack a few things and ah, so excited. So excited. Yeah. Hitting the road. This has been how long have I been talking about it, talking about it, talking
A
about
while.
moving,
Yeah,
leaving
because
town.
look at what was it? It was probably a good 6 months ago when you were. When is Bo's birthday again?
Bo's birthday's October.
We were talking about this in October because you wanted to take her on a trip then. Remember, you were going to come
I
here.
wanted to go see the foliage.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. I was talking about it since October. I've been talking about going. But I was only going to go for 2 or 3 or 4 days, not 3 weeks, possibly longer. Right? I like made it really long. But they think that more than 3 weeks is too long to go. But wait until they see. They forget. They don't know. They were so little. They were only like 5 and 6 years old when we used to take them on these
Right,
trips. Denali
right,
got diagnosed when he was 8. We stopped taking them on trips. So, I mean, other than, seeing the Upper East Side of Manhattan and the inside of a hospital, that
right,
was it.
right. And
Uh,
Pennsylvania when they went on, the volleyball trip or whatever.
and you remember what Bo was like when
Oh my
when she was
God.
amazed, you guys. But
Yeah.
oh
And
my
they kept
God,
screaming, New York, New York, New York. And I'm like, we're not in New York. But they thought Philly,
it was like
which
New
is
York.
true. It's a city like that. But they were so funny. Every 5 minutes, they were screaming out the window, New York, New York.
But like Bo was like amazed by even the architect. They don't see
Right,
where I am. Everything's brand new. Everything's
right.
new, freshly painted. Like even the rusty bridges. She was like, "Oh my God, look at all the rust on that bridge," and
Yeah.
look at all the steps on that house. I remember her saying, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's the Northeast. Like here." The houses, there's no steps to
No.
walk in the house. It's just like one level, street level houses.
Yeah.
Everything's flat,
Yeah. I mean,
flat
they,
as
they
can
still
be.
have high rise, condos by you, but the apartment buildings are so different, like brick and, completely different. What's a fire escape, right? The ladders down the side of the building. They had no idea what that was.
I mean, I would love to include New York City into our trip,
Not
but
right now. It's still not a good time to be
it's
there.
still
So
not a good time. I think that that's going to be like number one, really, really expensive to try to find a place there. And I'm not 100%. I'm okay driving through the city, but I don't know about staying in the city somewhere. Like I wouldn't really. It's something I would have to really think about. I'm not sure.
yeah, if you were really going to do that, I'd hook you up with my cousin and stuff. She's got the co-op in Manhattan still, and you guys can meet up, and she can probably accommodate you guys. But
Is she still in Manhattan? She hasn't moved down yet.
well, she actually was home until this past Friday, and she left to go back. Well, I told you she can't sell the condo now. It's the
So she's staying there until it
So she's
sells.
staying. No, she's staying there. She was staying there this weekend because she was meeting up with some friends and having like her own kind of little reunion weekend. And then next weekend she has actually a wedding out of state, but she got the plane tickets originally from Manhattan, so it's just easier for her to fly. It's a friend from college who's getting married, so it was just easier for her to do that. And then she'll be back. No, she spent the last like 2 months here, and then she'll come back and she'll spend another 2 months,
Is
you
she
know.
right in Manhattan?
No, she's in the Lower East Side. She's like she's near, always forget the hospital she's near, but she's like right near one of the major New York hospitals. Gosh, I forgot now what the name of it is, but that's
Oh,
why I told her she's better off selling to a young doctor or a young,
you would think it
resident
would be
or something.
easy for her to sell the
She can't
co-op.
right now because the litigation on the building. I told you
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
litigation on the building, which is the problem. Nobody wants to give a mortgage on it right now, so they're waiting for that work to be fixed so that she can sell it. So she's kind of in a catch-22 right now.
All right. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll talk about it because I know the girls even for one night. I know if she the girls would love to be in New York even just for one night, and I can put them on the subway. We can go on the subway and just get subway ass just for one day. There's a place to park the car. First Avenue near 71st Hospital for Special Surgery.
I don't think that's the one, Pam. She's not near 71st. She's
There's
like
Columbia, and
might be Columbia. It
no,
might be.
Columbia and Memorial Sloan Kettering are basically across the street from each other,
I want to think it's like closer to 23rd.
and those are on the
Did I
upper.
say upper? I meant lower. She's in Lower Manhattan. She like you could literally, I think a subway stop or two is the World Trade Center from her place,
Oh,
which is Lower Manhattan. If you come, call me, Donna. Where are you, Tony?
Tony, where are you?
Yeah, maybe New York Presbyterian.
Oh, maybe. When we stayed there, we stayed on 64th and 3rd. That's upper East Side.
Right.
I don't
Right,
know.
Lower West Side. I forget. Yeah, it's probably New York Presbyterian. Yeah, that's probably where she is. I'm looking at the map now. Yeah, New York Presbyterian, Lower Manhattan Hospital. Yeah.
Oh, Tony says she's in Manhattan, New York City, baby.
Oh, whereabouts, Tony?
I used to go to New York City quite often, but since COVID, I have not ventured into New York City. Also, it is not real safe at this time. I would be very.
I know. I agree, Gloria. My cousin who has, and I've told this story before. My cousin is she's 48 now. She's been in Manhattan at least 22 to 4 years of her life, so she knows it really well. And she's lived in this co-op. She had one co-op, and she actually bought in the same building to a bigger co-op. And the last couple of times she's gone home, she's actually been scared for her life. She says, I've never been scared in Manhattan, but a guy jumped out at her. Like it was such a safe neighborhood, and it's just because of all the homeless and the drugs and just all the nonsense.
Look at what we saw in Philly.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Like I couldn't even believe my eyes what I saw. At a Hilton, nevertheless.
Yeah.
At a Hilton hotel, you guys. Hilton hotel. Homeless people were staying there. It was Nancy says no subway. Well, let Tony talk. Tony, do you think that it's really dangerous in Manhattan? Do you feel like it is? I would not go near there, and gosh, not Philly. Well, we went to Philly for a volleyball tournament. That's why we went to Philly.
Was that COVID, though? That was before COVID? I can't remember
During COVID.
It was during COVID. Okay, couldn't remember.
During COVID. Good morning, Boatman. Not sure. I want to get.
I don't want to get specific.
Yeah, as folks can be. But below 14th, I don't know what that means.
Okay. Yeah, she's in Lower Manhattan, too.
Not really dangerous, no more than anything else, Tony says. And not that you've headed westward, but definitely not Chicago. We went to Chicago. We went to go see a priest in Chicago to pray over Denali when Denali was sick. We drove to Chicago from New York City.
Oh, Boatman's here with Boatwoman. Welcome in, Boatwoman. Thank you for joining.
Oh, hi, Boatwoman. Thanks for being here. All right, my sweets.
Yes.
I have so much.
I know. Donna's got to get ready. She wants to get a good night's sleep and be all packed, and Dolores is coming to help. And Nancy, don't forget her dishes.
Nancy, I'm leaving the dishes at the reseller cottage in the sink. You don't have to come today. You can come tomorrow anytime. I'll tell you where I'm going to leave the key. Oh, I have to remember. I have to leave Dolores the keys to the mini storage.
Oh, yes.
She said she might surprise me when I get back.
Oh.
she's in charge of the mini storages anyway. She doesn't really let me touch anything except taking things off the shelf. I'm only allowed to pull buckets off the shelves. She organizes everything else.
Karen says safe travels. And Karen, she'll check in with us tomorrow while they're on the road, I'm sure.
Yeah, so whoever's up bright and early tomorrow morning, I don't know what time we're setting off, but I'm gonna probably just, day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 2, part A, part B, part C, because you know me, I'll be going live all the time.
I get it. I get it, Tony. Yeah, you want to be mindful. Yeah, some people are super fans, and you know what? It can happen. Stalkers are a real thing. So no worries. We understand.
Is Tony famous?
Wanda says, "Be careful. Have a blessed day," and Cece says,
Tony, are you famous?
Trip. Donna and girls, travel safe and enjoy every minute. Looking forward to coming along.
Yay, Cece.
Hey, Thai Pig. Karen, your profile pic is so pretty. Is that glass? Oh, he likes the glass. Tony fan. Be safe. So excited for you. And she'll check in with us tomorrow, guys. And of course, we'll check in with you on Tuesday. T and Donna together again. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Good, yeah.
And guys, I was gonna maybe sell a little bit today. I don't know yet. If I decide to do anything, I might even do just a quick buy it now video or just come on for an hour or two. Guys, we have a personal favor to ask though. Treasure Hustlers, Jackie, if you're still here, can you drop the link? Julie's heart, for those of you that don't know, Julie and Jim are good friends of the channel, and Jim is struggling with cancer, and they're going to have an auction tonight, and it's going to be the last one for a while. Julie's going to spend, unfortunately, the rest of Jim's time with Jim off of YouTube, and she's going to come on tonight for the last auction. So, guys, please go over and support Julie tonight. And if anybody can drop the link, I don't know if Treasure Hustle is left, but
Sarah's here. She's going to go get the link.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. And please go over and support them tonight. Help Julie out. She's going to, selling stuff tonight to spend the rest of the time with Jim that she can. So please, 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 personal favor to Donna and I to go over and support her. Thank you.
And please go over and support too the Treasure Hustlers. They're good friends of the channel. Also, we love our girls. So yeah.
All right, guys. So like I said, if I decide to come on, it's definitely not going to be tonight because I want them to have a great auction. I might come on in the next couple of hours, so stay tuned. Always be subscribed. If not, maybe I'll just do a quick buy it now video. I'm going to release my second health and wellness video at 7:15 tonight before they go on. Usually I'm going to try to keep it on a consistent basis around 8:15 p.m. Eastern, but I don't want to interrupt their live. So I'm going to drop it at 7:15. I don't know if I'll do it as a premiere. I just might drop the video. We'll see what happens. But Sarah, check that link. They're saying it's not not available or something. The link says not available anymore. So see what's going on with that. Oh, there it is. She dropped the right one. All right. So it's in the bottom there, guys. All right. It's working now. All right. Thank you. Mwah. We love you guys. See you later. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye,
Thank you, Jim.
everybody.